I've never been broken. I told you before. I am the truth now. The truth has spoken.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, here we go. No, check.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On the toss, here's Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Let's go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Green 39!
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go to Johnson again. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there around the 35-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
All right, here we go.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First and 10. Here's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Able to slither by.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
No, check, Patriot! All right, now, look at 56. Gone!
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Defense showing blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down following the run.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Look to throw here. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They begin the drive with Johnson. David Johnson on his way. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
All right, now. Detroit! Leopard! 3-19!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Back there, Philly, here we go. No, check. Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Back there, now let's go. Good. No.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And some room to work. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Dominic Easley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, check. Patriot. Now let's go. Over. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Wilson. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Gun. Set. Blue,
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Going to give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 25 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dominic Easley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.